Hello there, Marc Braun, president of Cambridge Air Solutions, and I've got Katie here with me as well. Hi, Katie. Go ahead and
Hi,
introduce.
Mark. Hi, Mark, and everyone listening. I'm Katie Anderson. I am a consultant and also have the honor of being the facilitator of the San Francisco Bay Area Consortia for AME.
Yeah, and I've been around AME for a number of years. Have served on the board for 4. What I've loved about it is it's a practitioner-to-practitioner model. So people learn from other folks who they're in their arena with their sleeves rolled up and the blood, sweat, and tears rolling off, and they can learn from each other and share and grow together. So we're here to talk with you a little bit about the power of consortia. And tell me a little bit about what your role is in consortia, Katie.
One of the things that drew me to becoming the consortia facilitator in the San Francisco Bay Area was the opportunity to help organizations and individuals connect with each other, to share, learn, and grow, as you said. And to me, the biggest power of the consortia is the networks and the relationships that get developed and the opportunity to go see, to share information, and to feel like you have a real collaborative network to tap into when you have questions or want to learn what someone else is doing in a real localized region, so that it's easy to develop those relationships. And even during the pandemic in the last year, those relationships have been maintained, sustained, and continued. And it's been really inspirational for me, and it's been an honor to be part of it.
Yeah, when I think about the word consortia, it's kind of a foreign word. It's just a regional group of companies that are meeting together on a frequency to be able to build each other up. The 2 pillars of AME, people-centric leadership and enterprise excellence, all the companies that are in that are dedicated to getting better at that. And so to be able to have that has been a lifeline for us, for Cambridge, over the last 12 months going through this pandemic. I don't think we would have made it through. I know we wouldn't have made it through as strong without those consortia members. Now, how long have you been involved with consortia?
I started the San Francisco Bay Area Consortia almost exactly 3 years ago and have been involved with AME for a little bit over that time. And so we kicked off in April of 2018. I'm trying to do my math now. Right. And it was great with 6 companies, and we've grown over time. And most of those companies have stayed in, which really show the group, which shows the power of those relationships that have developed and maintained. And I like what you said too, that what's different about consortia versus other types of groups is that it really is practitioner and member led. So my role as the consortia facilitator is to help enable activities and connections to happen, and this provide the structure. And it's the members who provide the input. It's very pull based. Like, what do they want? What do they need? And how do they create those connections and learning experiences together?
It's been so cool in St. Louis. We've been building over the last, 18 months, the consortia. We're at about 22 companies now that are meeting on a frequency and cadence. What I love about it is the HR leaders are talking to the HR leaders. The continuous improvement leaders are talking to the continuous improvement leaders. We've got a safety network that's talking with the safety directors. And then the CEOs are talking with each other and saying, how is it going? What does it look like to lead in this time of uncertainty? I think one thing certain is that we will never exit the time of uncertainty. Now, COVID's created more than normal, but business is always uncertain. And so to be able to have close relationships where you can ask any question and to be able to share, learn and grow together has been really invaluable. I thought, Katie, one of the things would be nice is we could share a little video from what AME. Go ahead, say what you're going to say before we do that.
Oh no, it was really going to say it's. I think that what's exciting too is that you can have individuals representing organizations, say talking safety leader to safety leader, or continuous improvement leader to continuous improvement leader, or senior executive, and across industries. So they're sharing knowledge in different ways, and sometimes that gives different ideas. And so that's been one of the really exciting things to watch and see how in our local region, helping sort of create a true sort of learning. But we'll go to the video and then we can talk more about that.
Well, I have to comment on what you said. It's been so cool. In St. Louis, we have hospitals engaged. We've got the St. Louis Zoo, nonprofits engaged. And to be able to go and see that the principles taught in people-centric leadership and enterprise excellence go across industry. The foundational roots of AME is in manufacturing, but it's so much bigger than that. And so it impacts the whole community. So it's been great to have folks that come in from all over the place.
Absolutely. And almost half of my members here in the San Francisco Bay Area are healthcare or healthcare related organizations. So it's been really interesting to have that diversity of perspectives.
So let's listen to this video and we'll be back, okay?
What do I love about AME Consortia? It's just been, to me, the best value that AME offers.
When you join a consortium, you become part of a group of companies. You open your doors so other people can come to you, and you send your people to other places within a metropolitan area.
I love having a huge network of peers that I can rely on for advice.
I love being part of an AME Consortia because of the relationships primarily.
That's huge in this industry. It's, as they say, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
The relationships that we establish are just priceless. You can't go anywhere and learn lean as quickly as you could and share your war stories and rub elbows with people anywhere else other than in a consortia of this nature.
That connection, I think, is very important.
Companies should become part of AME because you join a community. You join a community of lean leaders who are passionate about wanting to improve the lives of the people that work there.
Like the people. AME people actually care about how businesses operate.
I feed off the energy of the people. The passion is incredible.
Get away from your office, away from your everyday routine, and be able to focus on improvement, which is what AME is all about.
I love that last comment, Katie, the improvement. It's all about improvement. What struck you about the video?
The word connection and relationships that came up, and that's to me the anchor point for the consortia as well. I'm always energized after spending time with the members in my group, and I learn as much from them as me just putting together the experiences. And I'm a connector myself, and it lights me up to be able to maintain, sustain connections and learn from each other.
Yeah, it lights me up as well. I mean, I see so many faces there that I recognize from conferences and from times when we've gotten together in the national area. But I think that what's interesting is the consortia is for the local community, what the national AME is for the national groups and for North America. And so it's so powerful that whenever you've got those strong relationships, this last conference, there were 55 folks from St. Louis that went to the conference together from the consortia. And so we got to meet up and talk about what we learned that day, what highlights were there, and what we would do the next day. And so it was so cool to be able to have those interactions there.
Yeah, for sure.
What would you recommend? Now, you're a facilitator. What would you recommend to companies that are interested in thinking about consortia?
So definitely reach out to AME and take a look at the different consortias that are growing across North America. I mean, it's amazing. We started with a handful of them, and over the last 3 years continue to grow. So there's likely one in your region or starting up. And find out more information, reach out to the consortia facilitator, find out if you can come to a local event and learn more about it. And I am confident that you're going to be inspired by the level of conversation, the engagement, the relationships, and the energy, and the opportunities to make those networks locally. In a non-pandemic time, it's like all within, a maybe 1 to 2 hour drive in your region. And that's amazing. You don't have to get on a plane to go see. And then even what's been fabulous about the pandemic, which is not the pandemic, but the output of the pandemic, is that now we have opportunities to have cross-consortia learning experiences. So reach out to consortia facilitators, go to the AME website, learn more, and come involved.
Yeah, I would just echo what you said. It's been so impactful to me as a leader. The role of president is not an easy one at any point in time, but during COVID, I need folks that I can shoulder to shoulder lead and to learn and to grow together. For the 160 families that are inside of Cambridge, it has meant so much to have those connections across our small St. Louis region and to be able to be part of something that's bigger than us. It gives us purpose to be able to know that we're paying back in and receiving so much. This is a practitioner learning and sharing and growing. So you're basically bringing the value as a member and receiving so much. And so I would recommend go to ame.org, check it out. If you'd like to see one of those tours that Katie mentioned, we're doing virtual tours now so people can come in and see. It's the only way that I've ever learned is to actually go see somebody else in practice using it. Thanks so much, Katie, for being with us today. and look forward to all of the work, sharing, learning, and growing together.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. You too.
Take care.